Hi, I'm Brian House with Frazier Financial. I've got a couple financial planning and tax updates to share with all of you. Big headlines lately around student loan debt forgiveness. The application is now live, so the Department of Education website has a link. It doesn't require a password or a login. They say it takes about 5 minutes, so I know many people are curious to see that application and go fill it out for themselves. We still get a lot of questions around who qualifies. So look up your 2020 and 2021 tax returns. If you're a single filer or married filing separate, your 2021 or 2020 income has to be under $125,000. If you are married filing joint or head of household filer, your 2020 or 2021 income has to be under $250,000. If you're a dollar over, you won't qualify. If you're a dollar under, you will. And it's either or, either one of those tax years under those limits, and you will be good to go. There's a couple other eligibility questions we've gotten. So this is federal loans only, no private loans. Parent plus loans do qualify. There's a cutoff date. This has come up a few times. So if you had a loan as of June 30th of this year, 2022, that loan is eligible for forgiveness. All loans since then are not. Your debt relief is federally tax-free, and in most states, it will not be taxed at the state level. So that's a nice advantage compared to many debt forgiveness programs. Most people that have a federal student loan do not have a Pell Grant, but if you do have a Pell Grant, that gives you an additional $10,000 of potential forgiveness. So without a Pell Grant, you are capped at $10,000. With a Pell Grant, you can get up to $20,000 in total forgiveness. We'll put a link on the screen, and in the comments, you can go out to the Department of Education website and check out all of this information, read through all the details, and there's a link there for the forgiveness application as well. This is a quick reminder on your 2023 benefits enrollment. There's a lot of tax things included in your benefits, so things like health savings accounts, FSAs for childcare, limited purpose FSAs. You can pay imputed income on free life insurance from your employer. There's a lot of things in there that are details we'd like to review. So please give your primary advisor a call. We can help you with this annual enrollment period. Another big update in the news this week is Social Security. So all Social Security recipients got a big raise. Everybody gets an 8.7% increase in their benefits starting January of 2023. The average annual raise for the last 10 years has been less than 2%. So this is a significant increase, making a lot of nice headlines. A lot of people, I think, will appreciate those bigger paychecks. This is the largest raise for retirees in 42 years. So here's some facts about the world. Last time there was a raise this large. In 1980, the United States beat the Soviet Union in the Miracle on Ice. Jimmy Carter was president. A loaf of bread cost 50 cents. The cost of a Super Bowl ad, the last time Social Security increased this much, the cost of a Super Bowl ad was $220,000. Now we're in the millions. Johnny Carson was still the host of The Tonight Show, and the movie Caddyshack premiered. We have a lot of golf fans that we work with. So Caddyshack, 42 years old. One other note on Social Security, the Medicare Part B premiums are actually going down. Not by a whole lot, it's about $5 a month. But with Social Security going up and Medicare premiums going down, everybody is getting a nice raise. Another issue from your federal government making headlines lately is surrounding I-bonds. So people may remember savings bonds or paper bonds. An I-bond is issued by the United States government. The reason they're coming up a lot lately is they have quite high interest payments right now. So they're paying nearly 10%. You have to have them issued by the end of October, so not a lot of time left. After that, they're going to go down to something in a 6.5% range. They are pretty limited in how much you can put there. So this is not a solution for a lot of cash and for a lot of our clients, but it's worth mentioning. You can put $10,000 in an I-bond in your name. You can do $10,000 in the name of your business or a partner or a spouse, but 20 grand is pretty much the limit for most families. If you wanted to purchase I-bonds, you have to do that directly through the U.S. Treasury's website. We can't do that through a Charles Schwab or Fidelity account, but certainly we're happy to let you know how to do that. Another big announcement this month was the IRS clarifying some rules from the Secure Act. So to give you a quick history lesson, this has been a bit of a debacle for 3 or 4 years. The Secure Act was passed in December of 2019. A couple months later, we had COVID and lockdowns, and they waived all requirements for people to distribute from their IRAs in 2020. People who had inherited IRAs in that year did not have to take a distribution in the first year that they received that account. And then in 2021, advisors all interpreted that rule very literally. And the way it was written, we thought that that meant you didn't have to take any money out of a newly inherited IRA until the end of a 10-year period. That was new in the Secure Act. It used to be you could stretch this over your entire life. Now an inherited IRA would have to be distributed within 10 years. So recently the IRS got around to clarifying that they do feel you should take some small annual distribution from an inherited IRA. That is news to us. That's really a lot different than how the industry had interpreted this. So they have recently announced finally that you do not have to take any distribution going back to 2021 or 2022. They're going to waive the penalties for those accounts that did not take a distribution. So that's a big relief for anyone who had inherited IRAs in the last couple of years. This was a really frustrating open item from the IRS and Congress. So good clarity there. If you're somebody who stands to inherit an IRA from family members or someone else, there's a whole new planning regime with this new law from 2019. And so how you take out that IRA can have a huge impact on your tax bill. We have this clarity now that there needs to be some small distribution, but the entire account does not need to be distributed until the end of the 10th year. So you could do larger distributions in the beginning or the end of that period, or equal weighted, or any other solution you might have. So we really encourage people to include a financial planner and tax advisor. Certainly here we can do that all under one roof and really help people be strategic about how to handle inherited retirement accounts. Thanks for taking a few minutes to watch these planning updates. We'll keep them coming as we get announcements from Congress and the IRS and all of the various factors that play into our financial planning process. If you have questions on your accounts, your taxes, stock market, certainly reach out to your primary advisor here, and we're excited to continue working with you and your family.